There's a feature on your iPhone called voice isolation. And whether you're making a cell phone call or a FaceTime call, again, on your iPhone, and these features do exist on other devices as well, but you have four different options available to you for voice isolation. And when you make a phone call, just a regular phone call, you get three of these options. First is standard. That's no voice isolation at all. You could turn on voice isolation, and that prioritizes the voice through your cell phone microphone and blocks ambient noises or blocks some ambient noises. The third option is automatic, and this automatically uses the best mode for your call. And it will block ambient noises during your calls and when needed, and it will turn it off when not needed. And typically, it'll turn off when you're using the speakerphone. So if you're using a speakerphone, this generally doesn't work. Now, if you're doing a FaceTime call, then you get access to what's called wide spectrum. And this leaves the ambient noises unfiltered. And the purpose in that is if you're doing a FaceTime call, then that may also include other people in the room talking. So, bottom line is with voice isolation, you get different features with a FaceTime call versus a cell phone call. Now, I'm going to record making a cell phone call, and I'll grab where you turn this on and where you turn this off. I'm going to use my finger, and I'm going to swipe down in the upper right-hand corner, drag that down, and you can see I'm at controls panel or control center. And on the screen above AT&T Wi-Fi and above the 98, you'll see voice controls. If I click on that, it brings up voice controls. Now, because I'm doing a regular phone call, the only options available to me standard, which turns off all voice isolation. I can use voice isolation, which is going to prioritize my voice when I'm making a phone call. Not when I'm using the speaker phone. But then the other option is automatic. If I use automatic, it will make the best choice for the mode based on the phone call I'm making. And again, if I'm using speakerphone, it generally will use standard. It will not use voice isolation. So this is how you adjust voice isolation when you're making a regular phone call. So when you're doing a FaceTime call, again, what you do in the upper right-hand corner, you drag your finger down and you'll see there's FaceTime controls. You click on that. When you're doing a FaceTime call, you can have it automatic and it'll do standard. And I think the reason it's going to do standard is because I'm using the speakerphone feature. I can turn on voice isolation, and which is really very well pronounced when you're doing a FaceTime call. Or I can do wide spectrum, which that'll pick up everybody in the room who's talking when you're doing a FaceTime call. Additionally, one other feature to be aware of with the FaceTime controls is I also can control the portrait mode. And I haven't really been able to determine the real value of that or even the impact. I can choose studio lighting where I can adjust the lighting that I'm using if I want to. And then the third option is I can turn off or turn on reactions. But this is how you control the voice isolation as well as the video and portrait lighting when you're doing a FaceTime call. And by the way you get out of it is you click off of it and then you click again and you're back to your FaceTime phone call. So there's a quick introduction to iPhone's voice isolation features. I think they're worthy of understanding and worthy of experimenting with, especially when you're doing a FaceTime call and you can turn on voice isolation or turn on wide spectrum to get the whole room. Definitely, I encourage you to go experiment with them and see how they work for you, and probably more importantly, see how those adjustments work for the people that you're talking with on your cell phone. Hey, I'm Teddy. I hope these are helpful for you.